Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about the complete IUPAC name of organic compound. Students, earlier to this we have seen that what are hydrocarbons, what are alkyl groups, what are functional groups, and also we have discussed how we can name them. Okay, suppose that there is a functional group that is OH. Okay, so for this we have seen that we have to name it as all and use it as suffix. Or students, we have seen that if there is a CHO group, then we have to name it as L and use it as suffix. Okay, then students, we have seen that if there is a single bond in the compound, then we should use ane after the word root. Okay, then students, we have seen that if there is a double bond in the organic compound, that is in the carbon chain, then we have to name it as ene after the word root. Then students, we have seen that if there is a triple bond in the carbon chain, so we have to name it as ine after the word root. What I am saying after the word root, so for this, suppose there is a compound that CH3, okay, so as this is an organic compound and in this compound there is presence of only single bond, so for this we will write ane. Okay, and as the word root is having two carbon atom, there are two carbon atoms, so it will be named eth, and for single bond it will be written ane, so it is named as ethane. Okay, and suppose a student, there is a compound that is CH2 double bond CH2. Okay, so for this, writing its IUPAC name as there are two carbon atom, so for that eth will be written, and as there is double bond, so after this ene will be given, and this is basically primary suffix. So in this manner I have taught you in previous lectures. Now we are going to discuss about the complete IUPAC name. Okay, so let us begin. So students, while writing IUPAC name of a compound, following points are necessary. Okay, you have to remember some basic points, and these are given here. In the very first point, you can see the arrangement of different part of name is as follows. Okay, so consider that there is a compound, so how you have to name that compound should follow this arrangement. This arrangement you can see here, and this arrangement is basically, you will firstly write prefix, then you will write word root, after word root you will write primary suffix, and after primary suffix you will write secondary suffix. Okay, you can see clearly in this diagram. Firstly you will write prefix, then you will write word root, then you will write primary suffix, and then you will write secondary suffix. Okay, what I am saying, we can understood this with an example. Suppose here is the example given, you can look here. Okay, here is the compound that is CH3 CH CH2 OH and CH2 CH3. Okay, so in this compound, students, for prefix I have earlier told you that substituent will be taken. Okay, so here you can see the substituent, that is this methyl group. This methyl group is substituent. Okay, so whenever you are going to write the name of a compound, firstly you have to just select the longest carbon chain. Okay, so you cannot select this as the main chain because there is only one carbon atom. You can select this as a parent chain. because there is 3 carbon atom. So you will select this as the main chain. After this, what you have to look for is that you have to give priority to the functional group. Okay, so students, here the functional group is OH. So we will write down from here 1 for OH, we will write from here. Okay, so this carbon will be 1, this carbon will be 2, and this carbon will be 3. Okay, and now you have to write its name. So firstly you have to write prefix. So for prefix it will be 2, and you have to give a hyphen, then write methyl. Okay, so for this compound 2-methyl is prefix. Now what part we have to look is, we have to look for word root. So as there is 3 carbon atom, okay, you have to remember the carbon atom in the parent chain should be assumed as the word root. So for 3 carbon atom, word root prop should be used. Okay, and student, after this you have to look for primary suffix. So as there is single bond in the compound in the carbon chain, so you will write in, okay, directly to the word root. And student, after this what you have to see is secondary suffix. Okay, so students, for this, that is secondary suffix, you know our functional group is OH, for which all is given. Okay, and before writing this you have to number it, that on which number it belongs. So you have to write propane 1 all. And one more thing student, I have told you, before writing the name of alcohol, that is adding the word root, or you can better say the primary suffix and secondary suffix, is that if we are writing OL, so this is basically a vowel. Okay, so for this, whenever we are adding vowel to the primary suffix or word root, E will be removed. So for this compound it will be propane 1, here will be hyphen, here also will be hyphen, 1 all. Let me clearly write its name. Its name will be, you can see here, 2-methyl propanol, or you can number the alcoholic group as 2-methyl propane 1 all. Just remember the places where you have to give the hyphen. So whenever you are writing about the substituent, just before its number you have to write the hyphen, and just before the functional groups numbering you have to write hyphen, and just before the functional group you have to write the hyphen. So in this manner, whatever the compound is coming, you have to name that. Okay, and that very point is given in this second point. You can see here the position of each substituent is represented by putting a suitable number before corresponding prefix. Okay, so basically what this point is saying, that prefix are arranged in alphabetical order and are separated by hyphen. So why I am saying this, student, suppose a condition there that from this carbon there is a methyl group, and here is also a methyl group, here is also a C2H5 group. Okay, and to this carbon is also CH2, then it is CH3. So for this compound, students, you have to firstly select the principal chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this will be the principal chain. Okay, and after this what you have to do, you can see there are 2 functional groups. Let me change the color. You can see here is a functional group, that is CH3, and here is a functional group, that is C2H5. Okay, and student, for numbering you can write from where the substitution starts. So you can number it like 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, and as both the substituent are different, we cannot write di, we have to write their separate name. Okay, and we have to name them alphabetically. Okay, that is, as this is methyl, and this is ethyl. Okay, so you know alphabetically which comes first. Ethyl comes first. So whether it is at third position, you will name ethyl first. So you will write 3 ethyl. Students, this is hyphen. Then you have to give a comma and you will write 2 methyl, and then you have to give the parent chain, that is the word root and the primary suffix. So word root will be, as there is 5 carbon atom, it will be pent, and as there is single bond, it will be ane. So it will be 3 ethyl 2 methyl pentane. So what you have to take away is that you have to look for the alphabetical order if there is more than one substituent. Okay. Now student, one more thing which you have to look for is that the third one. Okay, here you can see, in case of cyclic compound, the prefix cyclo is written immediately before the word root. What I am saying, suppose there is a compound like this. Okay, for naming of such compound, you have to write cyclo before the prefix. So this compound's name will be cyclo, and as there are 4 carbon atom and they are singly bonded, so it will be cyclobutane. Okay, suppose there will be a double bond, then you will write it as, suppose there is double bond, then you will write it as butene. Suppose there is 2 double bond, then what you will do, you will write cyclo but, and you have to position them. So suppose this is 1 2 3 and 4, 1 2 diene. Okay, so in this manner you have to name the compounds. Thank you class.